Good morning. How's everyone doing? Give it 2 minutes for everyone to get in here. What's up, Tom? King, how you doing? Let's get some activity here in the chat. What's up, Motion? Jose, what's going on? Get everyone in the chat here. Raphael, Jake, Rusty. What's up, Basil, Kevin, Burton? I don't know why this isn't, here we go. Boom. Yep. Thank you very much, Andre. I didn't know that. What's up, Bruno? All right, guys. So CPI data came in, not too hot. 8.3 versus 8.0. Right, 8.0 was the expected. It came in at 8.3. Right, we were looking very good before that news came out. Right, this flag broke out perfect. Right, this is the flag I was playing. This is why I took SPX calls. Right, because we were sitting right here about 5 minutes before market close, right, and right at the market close we broke out, and right in post market we pushed up to the upside and pushed up right to my first target, right, which is the high of the flag here. Gabriel, I see 8.3%. You mentioned 8.1. You know, whatever it is, it wasn't good. Right, we were sitting up here pre-market around 414 or so. Data came out, and now we're, right back down 2.18% on SPY. QQQ down 2.8%. But, kind of an interesting spot where we're bouncing here. Right, take a look at where we are bouncing. Right, I actually might take calls at open. Right, previous support 1, 2, right, turn into a resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. All right, let's see what we got over here. Right, it bounced here as well. It's an interesting level, right? Also, if you guys can, please drop a like in the video. Would appreciate that a ton. But take a look at where we're also bouncing, right? This pink trend line I have here, right? From the high, bounce once, bounce twice, right? Rejected. Finally broke through, bounced right off of it again. Look where we're sitting at. There's confluence here, right? Confluence meaning there's more than, one direction of support or resistance together, right? So we have this trend line and this intersecting right in this zone here. So if we're going to bounce, this is the area that's going to bounce. Right, we also had a gap on SPY. Right, this is the gap here, right? From this level, turn the magnet on, right? From here to here, right? So we're kind of sitting right in between the gap, but this previous support and this previous resistance, I kind of like that. So I kind of like calls at the open. Obviously it's risky, but this looks like an overreaction. I didn't think we would move this much down to the downside based on that CPI data, but it is what it is. So I'm looking at calls at open. If we see some strength off this level right here, I'm taking calls. Right, maybe I'll do a 402.48 trigger. Right, this previous the gap. Right. If that can break through, I'll look for a push up to around this previous level right here. Right, 404.35. and then leave runners if it continues to the upside. If you guys can, please drop a like in the video. A ton of you guys in here. Appreciate everyone coming through. We're going to be doing this every day, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30, and then switch to the Discord, do voice chat. You know, we're figuring out, whoever's in the BullTrades Discord, how I could stream live. Right? I do want to share my screen. It's obviously way more helpful than just voice chat, so you can see what I'm looking at. But we're figuring it out. All right. So for now, we're going to do Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 here on YouTube. And yeah, I will definitely alert. Right? Any play I take, I alert. QQQ, right? Same thing, right? Any of the setups I was looking at last night for a possible move this morning, invalidated, right? Because of the gap down. It was really like an IWM, honestly, right? This setup looked really good. All right, consistent higher lows. Previous support, turn into a resistance here, and was looking for like gap up and a push up to this next level here, right in this region here. That would have been a nice move. 4-point move would have been great on IWM. Haven't traded this in a while. I was really looking forward to playing this, but right, invalidated. Need to bounce off this level right here. All right, this is like the most major reversal that we have recently. It's going to try and bounce here. Let's see, Tesla, right? Everything's kind of invalidated here. We need to wait for the opening range. Right, the smart thing would wait for the opening range at open. All right, everything's down. Take a look at VIX. All right, look at VIX. VIX is pushing through here. Let's see. See, if VIX breaks through this region here, then we're going to test the highs here. All right, why did I say this level here? Right, previous support, acted as support again, right, and then it turned into a resistance. Right, so those are the levels I'm looking at for VIX. Yep. I really don't like puts here, honestly, right? Like, trading is all about risk to reward. Of course, they could pay big. You know, anything could pay big, but right, trading is about probabilities and risk to reward, right? And I see more room to the upside based on the risk to reward. You know, that's just my opinion, and you know, it's based on my strategy. But got to see what happens when the market opens. There's really not much to look at here. Everything's gapping down, and everything's down, you know, a ton here. Ford also, right? I mentioned yesterday Ford was my top setup of the week, right? It rejected that 1570 level perfectly, right? It consolidated back below, and now with the market gapping down based on CPI, you know, it's moving back to the downside here. Pretty much every single setup is invalidated. Just gonna have to wait for market open. What questions does everyone have regarding trading in general? Right, because there's not much I can review about charts. Let's see, even the memes are down. Over 5%. Is anything green today? Let's see. This is the stock screener. I don't really know how to use this though. I've never even used this. Let's see. Pre-market change. Let's do above. Let's see if anything's above 1% that we know of. It's all just different names. I don't know what any of these are. Interesting. take a look at futures. The Russian market is up. The Russian market is up, everyone. I would not hold those forward calls. There was no reason to enter them as well. Yeah, I would wait. You know, if you want to be safe, wait until after 10. Or, you know, wait for a high of the day and a low of the day to be put in place. Nothing's up. Nothing's up besides Russia. So that's that. Let's see what questions you guys are asking. Give me a second to take a look at the chat here. If everyone can, please drop a like on the video. Show some support. What EMAs are good to play reversal? I do not use EMAs. I just use support and resistance. Yeah, everything but VIX is red. How to build a watch list with the option flow? Good question. Let's where's my flow? Here we go. Here's the flow. We're gonna have to look at this at the open and see what's going on here. Regarding the challenge, I keep getting questions about the challenge account. Right, challenge account's at 15,000 from 2,000. I'm not restarting it until I get to 500,000. All right, 500,000 or zero, one or the other. Enhanced. Are you closing your SPX calls at the open? Tesla Bull, those are gonna be zero. So they're gonna expire worthless. Let's see what other questions you guys are asking. Sam asked, do you think next week's SPY put is a good swing as Fed might increase 100 basis points? You know, I don't like how you worded that. Right, you want to play based off levels, right? You don't want to just assume. Right, you're playing based off feelings. You want to follow the chart. If the chart is telling you to do that, absolutely go ahead. Right, if you have a thesis, right, based on the chart that the chart's going to go down, go ahead, swing SPY puts. But based on gut feelings, it's not a good idea. You think we gamma squeeze? No, I don't think we gamma squeeze. It takes a lot for a gamma squeeze to happen, by the way. Awesome. Took SPY 396 puts. Look at you. Will you be opening any new challenges for starters? Not right now. It's funny. No one wanted to follow me in the beginning, and then once I get to 15,000, everyone wants me to restart. You know, that's how it goes. Yeah, you also could have sold the SPX calls in pre-market. I didn't want to, right? Because I want it to be fair with everyone. I use all time frames. No, market doesn't squeeze. The word squeeze is like really overused. I use all time frames. I do the challenges on Discord. I will not restart until I get the account to 500,000. Once I get to 500,000, then I'll restart and go back to 2,000. Yeah, if you're just like Cedar mentioned, you know, if you're new to the challenge, right, you could still join, right? You don't need 15,000. Just use a smaller position size or use a different strike, right? There's always a way to join the same alert. Okay. Finally, Gabriel asked an amazing question. I'm gonna copy it here actually, and we'll go over it. Let's see. Here's Gabriel's question. Top 3 things that will make someone a pro or a full-time trader. This is a great question. Number 1 is plan the trade and trade the plan. Plan the trade and trade the plan, right? Every single setup that you take, you need to have a plan. And what do I mean by a plan? Right, so let's say, right, we have a setup here. Right, here's a falling wedge. Just an easy example for everyone to understand here. Right, you need to have a plan. Right, so you have to have a stop loss in mind before you enter the position. You have to have an entry point before you enter. And you need to have a price target. Right, by doing this, you remove all emotion. I already know what I'm going to do before I enter the play, so no emotions required, right? No brain power is required before, or when the market's moving, right? This goes along with the play from yesterday, right? That those SPX puts that I traded, right? Everyone was messaging me, are we cutting? Are we cutting? Are we cutting? Right? It was down 50%. The play was never invalidated. My stop loss was never hit, so I didn't sell. Right? It's as simple as that. Right? You got to make trading simple. Everyone's trying to make it too complicated with all these indicators. They're all useless, in my opinion. Right? Everyone has a different trading strategy. I make mine as simple as possible, which is why a lot of people like to follow me. Euros just asked, how much percentage is usually your stop loss on? I do not have percentage-based stop losses. I use support and resistance-based stop losses, right? I don't care if the play goes minus 60 or minus 70%, right? You have to size correctly, right? And that's another one of the top 3 things, sizing correctly, right? If you don't size correctly, you're going to be wiped out of the market very quickly. So, right, plan the trade, trade the plan. 2, size correctly. Number 3 is don't focus on making money, right? When you focus on making money, you're going to want to take more trades. You need to switch your mindset to just trade the best setups, because when you trade the best setups, you'll have the highest probability, you'll have the most consistency, right? And the risk to reward is going to be the best. And you may ask, what are the best setups? The best setups are falling wedges, bull flags, inverse head and shoulders, right? Head and shoulders, cup and handles, all those patterns, right? You don't want to just trade this random price action here, right? You don't want to trade anything that's just random, right? Chop. You want a setup to be there. All right. So those are the top 3 things that, will make someone a pro trader. Once you have that in check and, you have your emotions in check, your trading game is going to be completely changed, right? You're going to be so much better. You're going to be consistent. You're going to be profitable. Complete game changer, right? This is obviously going to be uploaded to YouTube after, so highly suggest, coming back and rewatching that little section I covered. Right, that's like the number 1 thing I cover on one-on-one sessions, and I really preach, those 3 things. And if you want, to level up your trading game even more, right, I do one-on-one sessions. The link is in my Twitter bio, or I think it's in the bio of this YouTube video. But those are the top 3 things that anyone could ever do. right? Emotions, 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 emotions. That's like one of the also the biggest thing in trading. Don't revenge trade. You know, you gotta have like a third person perspective of yourself, right? When you're trading, look at yourself from a third person, right? See if you're reacting based on emotion. All the info for the one-on-ones are in my bio. I do charge 200 for my one-on-ones. You may say it's a lot. People that have taken them say it's little, right? Every single person that has done a one-on-one, they see a huge improvement the next week, right? I just did a one-on-one the other day. He had 1,500 in his account. This week he's at 6,500. He made $6,000. Now think about it. $6,000. He paid 200 to learn that knowledge. He has that knowledge now forever. That is a game changer. Yup, your only competition is yourself, everyone. Right? All the indicators and everything that these, you know, gurus tell you to use, it's just a selling strategy. All you need is support and resistance, right? Indicators are based off price action. So all you need is price action. And when I say price action, it's the movement of the candles, right? Movement of price. Times are in Eastern. Yep. Yeah, if you're good at something, never do it for free. You know, time is money, right? If I want to sit down with someone and use my time to help them, I want to be paid for it. Just like anyone should be paid for anything that they're skilled at, right? Skill is money, right? When you have a skill that other people want, it costs money. I do these for free, right? I sit in the stream, or I'm sitting in voice chat all day, right? For everyone. But if you want a one-on-one with me, C Blast, right? We all do one-on-ones. Yeah, Bobak did a one-on-one. He saw some, great improvement. If you do one-on-ones with me, I don't know what the other guys do. You'll have me on Discord. You can ask me any questions you want privately as well. I just do that as a courtesy, to try and help as many people as possible. Right? You can send me charts privately. I'll give you feedback on your charting and what I would change and what I would keep. I'm here to help as many of you as possible. We got a lot of people in here, 250 people. That's amazing. I really appreciate everyone coming by. Right, we have 6 minutes to market open. SPY still unchanged in open here, or in the pre-market here, excuse me. But look where it's consolidating, right at that level I mentioned. All the info for the one-on-ones is right here, right? Scroll down, one-on-one session. Click that, one-on-one mentor session. Boom. All right, I'll even paste it in the chat for everyone here. And pin it. Boom. For everyone asking, what the most important time frame is, these are the time frames I use. I use all of them. Right? There's no one time frame that's best. I constantly switch back and forth between all these time frames to see, different perspectives, right? I always want a different perspective, right? You never want to just look at one view and, do it that way. So all time frames. See what other questions you got. Markets opening in 4 minutes. Yeah, I remember Mal when you first started. I feel like 2 years ago. It might be 2 years ago at this point. I feel like I know you. Like Mal's just like a friend now. He had no idea what he was doing, and now, and I saw him go through like all the phases a typical trader goes through. Right, everyone goes through it. Nothing to be ashamed of. Right, you blow up the account. You want to quit. You take a break. Right, things get emotional. It's just part of the game. Right, it's part of the business. I went through it. Everyone goes through it. I blew up so many accounts in the beginning. You know, you go through the emotions. I'm never trading again, whatever it may be, and then you come back because, right, you love to trade. And those are all just part of the process, right? You just want, right? My goal is to help you, to help minimize all those losses, and to, you know, make you a more consistent trader, right? Learn from me, learn from the people here, right? That's why I love trading in a group. You know, you can learn from others and take knowledge off the others. Right. If you don't know, whoops, my alarm keeps going off. If you don't know, you know, if you're not confident in the position, size smaller. Right? Size smaller. Right? If the worst thing you can do is not make as much money. But okay, wait. Before market opens, this is what I want everyone to do who's having trouble being consistent. Right? So before we go, all right, we're about to switch here. Instead of focusing on money, the next 20 trades, I want you to focus on just playing the setup and just following the plan. I don't care if you take 10% profit. I don't care if you take 2% profit. Just play based off the setup for 20 trades, right? Create a tally, right? Write it down on paper or your computer, whatever it may be, whatever is more efficient for you. 20 trades, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, listed on a piece of paper. Write the reason of why you took the trade and all the details, right? 20 trades, don't focus on the money, just focus on the setup. After those 20 trades, take a look back, see what you could have done better. You're going to be so much better at trading. Right? That's a huge tip before market opens. 1 minute to market open. Let's see if this works. I don't know if this is going to work. Look at this transition. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here with all this stuff. See if I could fix it quick. Boom. There we go. Guys will take 20 of your trades and see. No, you got to take your own trades. Don't take my trades for that strategy. All right, market's opening. Switching to the Discord. I'll see you there.
Can you hear me? Yeah. I said today looks like it's gonna be a great day to day trade.